I'm going to talk to you guys exactly how I talk to my team on an every single day basis. Okay? So in this moment, don't get tricked out of your spot by thinking that there's something out in the hallway. Right? Don't get tricked out of your spot by thinking that going to the bathroom is more important than listening to this information. Because it's absolutely not. Right? Whoever calling you, they can wait. Anybody agree? They can wait, right? So, if you really get this stuff, I truly believe you're going to be blessed. Because I say affirmation every single day. I say, anybody who hears my voice, their life got to get better. Anybody who hears my voice, their life got to get better. And I remember I was saying, I'm so happy that now I'm chairman 10. I kept saying it, right? And it happened. So anybody who hears my voice, their life got to get better. And if you get that, I'm telling you, you'll be excited about some of the stuff we're going to talk about. So the first thing is God goes over distractions, right? Goes over distractions. So that's chairman over people saying no, right? That's six-figure trading over people that's blowing their accounts, right? So you got to remember those different things, right? I can't really stand on the stage. I'm gonna move around so I can feel you, right? So it was in these seats to where you really get the information, but I don't want you to just hear it, okay? There was a lot of speakers, right? I think I'm one of the last ones, but you hear with your ears, but you listen with your emotions. So if none of this stuff is moving you, you're just not on the right frequency, okay? So if you are emotional to the point where you can't receive the information and this stuff doesn't entertain you, you feel like walking out, you need to change how you're posturing yourself. So everybody needs to sit up. You need to sit up and you need to get this energy right. So if you're on a Zoom call and you're live and you're laying down, you're not going to receive the information. That was the biggest change for me. I would literally lay down and listen to people talk and wonder why things weren't changing and why I wasn't receiving the information that I needed. It didn't even make sense, right? So for people that are in situations to where you know you need this opportunity and you think something in the hallway, you can't respect it. Anybody agree? Sure. You cannot respect it, right? You talk about you want to go somewhere and you're not even writing it down. I can't respect that, right? Or if you come back into the opportunity and you don't go harder than before. I definitely can't respect it. Because you're getting a second opportunity. 4 cents for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Just because you join don't mean that you're taking advantage of it. Alright? So, one thing about this opportunity that I've learned, right? They wanted me to tell a story. I didn't know what stories to tell, so I'm just talking, right? So, one thing I learned about this opportunity is that this thing is going to get bigger and it's going to get better. Right? Y'all think this is the biggest that we can get people at an event? This is definitely not the biggest. And the next event, Capitalwealth 2 or whatever we call it, is going to get bigger and it's going to get better. You got to be like, okay, where am I going to be? Am I going to be on the stage? Or am I going to be writing the same notes from the same stuff? Y'all notice, like, this is the same exact stuff. But if you don't align yourself with it, that's why you got to continue to understand this stuff, right? So, sacrifice what you love, or what you love will become a sacrifice. Every time. Every single time. The hardest thing for me is to really not be able to spend as much time with my family like I want to. Because I got to sacrifice that for right now. And for the rest of these next couple of years, we can say, okay, all right, Labor Day, we're not just at a barbecue. Where we at? We're on a yacht. Okay? Birthdays, there's going to be a birthday every single day. Not just certain days. And those are the things that I decided I wanted to sacrifice when I took this seriously, right? So, anybody understand that money matters? In 2020, money matters. Anybody had a phone in 2005? Nobody here had a phone in 2005. How much was phones in 2005? Like $30. How much are phones now? What? So you're telling me that people are literally every single day going to work for the same amount of money from 2005 and things are getting expensive? So it matters. So don't trick yourself into believing that, this doesn't matter. You making more money, like you making $5,000, $10,000 a month at your regular job is okay. No, it's not. Gas is getting higher, everything else is getting higher. That's why you gotta get this information. There are 1.1 millionaires created every single year. 1.1 million millionaires, newly millionaires created every single year. Who here is 20? 20. I'm 20 years old. That means I lived on an earth to where there was 20 million new millionaires. And before this opportunity, I didn't know one of them. Who's older than 20? So imagine how many millionaires there are, and you don't have an opportunity to call them. You 30, there are 30 million millionaires. And you can't call them. That's 3,000 newly millionaires every single day. Even today, there are 3,000 new millionaires. So that's why you're sitting in this seat. That's why I don't take it. Like every event I've been to, except for London. But every event I showed up to. And when I show up, that's just like, they say it's 90%, but there are niches into showing up. Like when you show up, it's certain things that you gotta listen to, right? And certain things that you gotta really, be a part of. Because the money is there. Anybody agree? The money's there. Why you ain't get it? The people are there. Y'all not understand that 400,000 people is absolutely nothing. The Falcon Stadium can hold 70,000 people. If this was a regular football season, we're talking about 70,000 times every single team around the country. Do the math. It's not a lot of people. So, you got to get understanding. So if I can write, they want me to go fast, so I'm going to go fast. So if I can write all this stuff, it's a formula that I learned over the summer. It allowed me to really study myself to show myself approved. Right? Studying to show yourself approved, not just study one thing, right? So the first thing you gotta understand, okay, first thing you gotta understand is this formula, right? You gotta get information. Information plus action plus time equals knowledge. Not showing up, not learning, not just going out here doing the work, right? Anybody believe that you can know it, but you don't take action towards it? Or you can know it and take action towards it, but you don't spend enough time? Or you can be in a situation where you spend a lot of time and taking action, but you don't really know nothing, right? And you're doing it all wrong. So if you're not making money from it, it's not knowledge. You just got information. So if you know how to trade, you will be making money trading. If you know how to build, people will be signing up. Anybody agree? All right. So now, as a leader, I'm gonna give you guys an analogy, and I did it. I was just talking one day practicing, and I'm gonna give you guys an analogy. This is one of my favorite analogies. In this business, right, I'm talking to the people that said, look, I'm going to take this serious. Like, it's win or die. Like, that's how it was. When I was in college, I was sitting in the dorm. I was like, okay, no, it's not going to work. Dude next to me, he stinks. Like, I'm not doing that, right? So, what you got to understand is you just got to make it happen, right? And I had to think of an analogy of a person, of people who really make it happen. Out of all professions, right? Who always show up, who always answer the phone. And the only thing I can think of was a 911 operator. Okay? Anybody ever called 911? Have they ever not answered? One thing about the 911 operator is that the 911 operator never shows up on the team. Like, never shows up to the scene. What they do is they send people, they send what you need. So if you're in a situation where you need, EMS, what are they going to send? EMS, right? Firefighters, police officers. When you tell them the problem, they give you a solution. So that means that if you need, if you need fire, they're not going to send animal control. So what I had to learn, and I'm continuing to learn, as a leader, you can't give somebody motivation who needs strategy. Okay? You can't try to figure out, what people need. Like, you got to figure out what they need. That didn't even make sense. You call 911, they can be, what are you mindset of any person that comes to me, there's either two things. You're either a born leader, or I'm gonna make you a leader. And that's the mentality. Everybody's not a born leader. We was having a conversation with the chairman the other day, and everybody was like, sheesh, we're working hard. Because 90% of people aren't born leaders. The people that show up and they make it happen, shout out to Eric McCain and Harris Whitaker and a whole bunch of other leaders. Jabari Harvard, born leaders. That you ain't got to tell to get on the call. They already on before you. That's what a born leader is. But I'm going to make you a leader, because eventually you're not going to be on the call. Then I'm going to have to test it to you. Then you're going to get so annoyed to where you're like, man, I'm already on. And then I'm going to stop testing you. And then you're going to text your team. And that's just how we do things, right? So I really, really hate hearing the question, what do you need help with? Because that's not something necessarily that a 911 operator asks. They ask you exactly what's the problem, and you tell them the problem, and they give you a solution, right? You gotta be a coach, right? So I'm gonna ask you guys a question, then we're gonna wrap it up, right? Good question. And this is for the basketball players, right? Was LeBron James a good player because Phil Jackson was a good coach? Or was Phil Jackson a good coach because LeBron James was a good player? Both. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna let y'all think about it. Was LeBron James a good player because a good coach because LeBron James was a good player? I mean not LeBron James. I mean Michael Jordan. My bad. Michael Jordan. My bad. Oh my God. All right, Michael Jordan, a good player. Y'all get the analogy. Whether he good or not, right? Say it again. Okay. He was a good coach before the good player. In my opinion, it was a coach. The coach, if you don't have a coach, you don't have a person telling you what you're doing wrong. See, sometimes in mentorship, you might think, oh, the person's going to take you the job. You emotional, you soft. No. The coach always tell you what you need to do more of, what you need to do less of. So do not expect the person that's calling you on the phone to always give you kudos, because it might not always be kudos. You won the last game, so what we celebrate? You can't feel bad if you was partying, your mentor was asking you why you partying. But we celebrate, because we lost the game. Last Monday, you didn't close out the ring. So you lost the game, so we can't celebrate. But if you close out the ring, go celebrate. That's just how it works, right? So the value you give in the conversation matters. Spend time really giving out that conversation. You got to send a person, listen, what do you need? What do you need, okay? That I'm listening to this person. I'm listening to this person, right? And I figure out the reason why you suck at trading is because you didn't go in the academy. You trying to put in your own trades, but I could not figure that out unless I had a what with it? Until I had a conversation. And I send them help, right? I don't go do it for them. You just never see the 911 operator sitting there trying to do surgery. They send them help. And then the help is the academy, okay? The help is getting on the calls. The help is all these different things that a lot of people don't take advantage of. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's a Zoom call or if it's here. This is help. And don't get it twisted. Every person that hit join now needs help. If you didn't hit join now, then you don't need it. But if you hit join now and it says congratulations, your success starts here, that means that you need help. Right? Anybody agree with that? Sure. All right. And here's the crazy part about it. And when I just said that, you got to understand that even the people that join and they don't take it serious, they still need help. And the reason why they still need help is because when you call 911 and you hang up, what does police do? They still show up. And as a leader, you still got to show up in that person's life over and over and over again. All right, so everybody stand up real quick. So it's been too quiet here. I ain't never been so quiet as here. But y'all serious, y'all stayed in, y'all got y'all stuff. But what we're gonna do is, I want y'all to really do something. So I got about 7 seconds, right? I got 7 seconds left. I don't know how much time we got, but we got 7 seconds, right? And in these 7 seconds, I want you to really imagine, because there were certain things that I really did not even understand about this opportunity, but showing up in places like this, got it, okay? I got it, right? Success is caught, not taught. So you're going to catch some things, right? But when you imagine it, and the next person come up, you're going to really get it. That's why I said physiology. Y'all shake it off, because we're going to jump, we're going to feel it, we're going to get excited. And if you could, I guess when we say 7, could you play the music with them or something? But 7 is long. But 7, right? I want y'all to really think about 7 figures, right? What does it feel like becoming one of those newly 1.1 millionaires? 6, right? 5, right? You really have to go hard. Really go hard. Go deeper into it. 4, who are you doing this for? Think about the people that you're doing this for. What is your motivation? What is your motivation? Who are the people that need to be here right now? 3, 2, you got to give this to somebody. You got to give love to somebody. Whatever you give out, you're going to give in. All right, 1. Now, when I hit 0, don't be lame. Don't think you're so cool and you don't want to go crazy. When I say 1, y'all better make so much noise. We spent a lot of money on this building. We're going to make use of it, all right? So when I say 0, I want y'all to get, are y'all ready? When I say 0, I want y'all to get piped, all right? Y'all get y'all phones out and y'all let Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat know that Capitalwealth is not just in Atlanta. We're going to be in Chicago. We're going to be in LA. We're going to be in every single city that there's a person. So when I say 0, you're going to let them know that. Are y'all ready? 0!